jump to the... Oh,
Man, we just want to be free. We want to be free to ride our machines. We just want to be left alone. We want to party. We don't stay inside because of rain. We don't stay at home because it's cold. We don't even like to park our bikes. We ride. This is our biker's lifestyle.
Oh.
That way I can sync them up because I've got to line this up.
Gotcha. Oh, see, yeah, I was totally talking about my other clap.
In 3. No.
So anyway, here's our guest Dan. Apparently he has the clap.
Indeed,
Would you like to elaborate on that, Dan?
No, actually. There's still court proceedings to go through, so I am under...
And that's why you can't go to fucking middle schools anymore. That's exactly
actually,
right.
any schools within actually 3 miles. They extended it just for me.
Wow, 3 whole miles?
3 whole miles.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only a mile and a half.
Wow, you're
Well,
near
you know.
schools?
Yeah, right. I'm terrible.
So Dan is a motorcycle enthusiast, aren't you, Dan?
I am indeed.
And you ride a Victory, don't you, Dan?
I do indeed. A Victory
Why
Hammer.
do you ride a Victory? Why do you hate Harley so much?
Oh, I don't hate Harleys.
It sounds like you hate
Oh,
Harleys, just ride a
man.
Victory.
Oh, man.
For fuck's sake, really?
Ah,
Well, it
that's
sounds like to me.
terrible. To be honest,
No, lie to us. We fucking like that.
oh, yeah, okay. So, to lie to you, so, no, I fell in love with Victories a long time ago. I actually used to work for a short time up at Englehart Center in Madison, and you know, so they up there they have the
Polaris people. The Polaris people.
So they have
Yeah.
their Indians and their Victories, and what was it the last year they made them? 2017, they came out with the Victory Octane,
Yes.
which is an absolutely fantastic motorcycle. I tested drove it multiple times.
Does it have the 106 in it?
That did not. That had a 1200
1200?
motor
Holy
in
shit,
it.
I didn't even know it went that big.
Yeah. Oof. 1200 cc. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The
There you go.
Octane only had 1200 cc?
Only 1200. It was the same exact platform as the Scout, the Indian
So
Scout.
that's smaller than a 106.
Oh, so it's basically it's a Indian motor and a Victory motorcycle.
Essentially.
Yeah, essentially.
Or vice versa.
Because the first one Indian had was the Thunderstroke 111.
Yep.
And now I think it's a 116.
So
is the
something
newer one.
116 or 117, something like that. I don't remember what they go to. And the
So
big
what is your
chieftains.
motorcycle you ride now? What is that?
That is a 2010 Victory Hammer, and I kind of found it was a different motorcycle than what I'd had. A completely different style, which is what I was looking for. I didn't want, the Octane was a fantastic bike to ride, but it was very similar to my other Honda, and so I didn't want to buy another bike that was almost identical to what I already had.
And you also have a Honda?
I do.
Honda do you have?
I have 2 Honda Magnas, 1997 and 1998. V4 750, fantastic bikes, lightweight. They handle fantastic. They have plenty of power to boot. They're not big and torquey and grunty like the Victories and the Harleys, but for being a lightweight motorcycle, they have fantastic horsepower.
Nice.
Very snappy.
In your signature color, too.
In my signature color, yes. I plan on
Every-
having every vehicle I own in orange, actually.
Well, that's just it. It's we know you from... You were the lead singer of Revolution X.
Yes.
A band that is no more,
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But it was... Like, you guys had some notoriety there. The local...
Yeah.
The local radio stations loved your guys.
Oh yeah, Johnny Danger loved you
Johnny
on JJO,
Danger.
man.
Shout out Johnny
He,
Danger.
shout out. He was your biggest fan, wasn't he?
94.1 JJO.
We actually, Johnny and I, we did a Christmas photo at his house last year with
Some
his
flex. What's up?
with his cat decided to pose its butthole directly at the camera. At the time, we were sprawled out in front of his fireplace.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. It was pretty classy.
So you had a pussy with a butthole in your Christmas picture.
Yeah.
Well,
it was-
there we go.
Shout out buttholes.
Shout out pussy. Yeah.
Shout out buttholes. No, Johnny was, Johnny did a lot of great things for us, really. It was, he picked us up right away. Actually, it was fun because at our first show we did, we opened up for Wayland at Back Bar in Janesville. And a bunch of my friends were there watching our first show. And one of my best friends got drunk and shoved a CD in Johnny's face because Johnny actually missed our set. And so I'm very grateful that my friend got drunk that night at the show because Johnny put it in
What's
the
your
CD
friend's
player.
name? Throw him a shout out real quick.
Joe Wettenkamp.
Hey, shout out Joe Wetton. Hey, I know Joe Wettenkamp.
Yeah. Joe's a
Thanks
good
for
guy.
getting drunk, Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Yeah. There you go, Joey.
See, positive alcoholism at its
There
best
you
right
go.
there. You
There
heard it
you
first
go.
here
Story of
on,
my life.
on the Bikers Lifestyle Podcast.
So, yeah, Johnny
So what
went
fucking
and-
got you into fucking singing in a band? Like, what makes a lead singer? Like, how do you just decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to sing? It's cool like that.
Holy shit. Honestly, a lot of just happenstance. It was, I've been singing forever. I was, choir when I was a kid. Don't make fun of me too much.
As for Jesus?
Oh, and always for Jesus.
Always for Jesus. Shout out Jesus.
Yeah, shout out for Jesus. And so I was singing forever, and then once I became of age, going to bars, doing drunk karaoke, things like that.
For Jesus.
For Jesus, obviously. Yeah,
Obviously.
drinking only the body of Christ, or the blood, and eating the body of Christ, because that's what we do here.
Wine and crackers, folks.
Wine and crackers. Shout out wine.
Shout out wine.
Shout out wine. I don't think wine gets enough credit.
It does not.
Have you ever poured yourself a mega pint?
Oh, only mega pints.
Was it necessary?
It's yes.
Okay.
It absolutely
Shout out
is.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Have you
All
ever
right, go ahead
guzzled a
now.
bottle of Lambrusco?
I have not. It sounds like
It's
a heavenly.
effervescent. If you do it, it comes out your nose and shit. It's like that. Anyway, go ahead.
You're singing for Jesus. You got
Singing for
started
Jesus,
drinking.
and it was, you do whatever. I did every genre of music, whatever. Actually, when I first started, it was a lot of country music and
Wow.
right,
What
yeah,
kind of country
I know.
songs would you sing?
Jamie Johnson.
Wow.
He was one of my favorites, and let's see, Randy Travis and
Little
Hank,
Randy Travis?
Hank Williams, original Hank Williams.
OG Hank Williams.
OG Hank Williams.
Wow.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. I grew up on a lot of classic country on my grandfather's jukebox at his bar up north. And growing up on the classics, it was the stuff I got used to getting drunk and singing. So
Right.
why not continue that on into
Make a career of it.
drunken karaoke?
Right.
So
For Jesus.
for Jesus,
Yeah.
yes, for
Mostly Jesus.
mostly Jesus. So then people started, hey, like you're actually halfway decent. Like,
Sure.
why not do something? So,
Then you started singing for Satan.
and then I started singing for Satan.
That's right.
And it was a happenstance that I met Jay Austin. We'd known each other for a couple of years at Hammy's, of all places.
Shout out
Shout out Hammy's. I was out on a bike ride as one does, and go grab a drink or two and start playing some metal on the jukebox. And I think I was playing Killswitch Engage,
Okay.
actually, and I started singing along with it. And it wasn't one of their heavier songs; it was one of the more ballady type ones, actually. And so I'm singing along with it. Jay's sitting 2-3 seats down, kind of just starts scooting a little closer, and he's like, I get kind of nervous. I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he's like, "Nope, shut up, just keep singing." And so I did. He invited me to come try out for a band, and that was the hiatus of
Is a hiatus the right word?
It means taking a break.
that was the middle of
The
his
height.
last band.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head. With
Five Star Ruin.
5 Star Ruin, yep.
Yeah.
So they were on a slight hiatus, they were changing a couple members, things like that around, and invited me out. I had never written a song in my life. I had no idea how to write a song.
Now, can we use Rev X's music in our intro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. That's legal binding.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Legal
You see it right
We good.
there. That's
All right,
right.
good.
All right.
We good. Yeah, so...
There's no money in this, by the way. Just to let you know.
Yeah, you gotta get goddamn money.
You're not going to get paid.
Wait, I already paid him $20. What do you mean?
You're welcome.
So that was a bust, just because I had literally zero experience besides drunken karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, you know,
So
hey,
Revolution X was your first band.
pretty much, yeah. I went out and I tried out. I did a local cover band for a very short time. I think we played literally like 3 shows maybe, and they were absolute disasters. Good guys, good group of guys. Just, you know, we never got to the point where we were super tight or anything like that. Kind of train wreck shows. we had fun doing it. You know, we did a little bit of mix of everything. We'd throw some Nirvana, and then we'd do some Metallica. We'd throw some Iron Maiden and everything. And then after that, I was like, you know, this just we're not gelling. You know, like I said, I'm still friends with all the guys, so I love the guys. And but it wasn't gelling. We weren't really doing anything. So I got away from that, and that was when I started wanting to write. Mm-hmm. And it was right after that split up. I started talking with Jay again, and met our old manager out at a show at Back Bar, Kevin, and he said they're looking for a vocalist. So I showed up, and that was throughout that cover band experience was when I had started dabbling and learning how to do metal screams. And I still wasn't the greatest at them. Everything I did was pretty much self-taught. So that in itself was a big journey on figuring out what was comfortable, pushing your limits, figuring out how to do it right so you don't blow your voice out in
Well, I'm
30
just curious now.
seconds.
How do you learn? Like, is there like a YouTube video on how to do it? Like, you know, Wikipedia
You can
page?
learn everything on YouTube.
Wiki how?
So yeah, actually that's
YouTube.
exactly what it was
Shout out
was
to YouTube, yeah.
was YouTube. And the problem with that is that there's 1.5 million people that say their certain way of doing it is correct, but what a lot of people fail to tell you is that every single person's voice, vocal cords, everything is different.
Yeah.
So one person's way of doing
Shout
it.
out DNA.
DNA. There you go. Shout out throats.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, sure. I'll give you that.
Multiple purpose tools. Family show.
Throtosaurus Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
family
Okay.
show. Yeah, that's right.
I was hoping
Keep it
she was
clean.
going
Keep
to.
it clean.
Yeah, no shits and
single
fucks on here,
Yeah,
please.
right.
Don't swear.
So, but one of the, honestly, it was the easiest vocal tutorial that I had seen, which kind of pointed me in, at least what I thought at the time was the right direction, where
It was One Direction.
it was indeed. Shout out One Direction.
Shut out One Direction.
No shout out to One Direction. We're not going to fucking say that on here.
We
Jesus.
gotta edit that out later.
All
I
of our
think.
We don't edit.
All
Well,
of
we
our
try
fucking
not to,
viewers
unless we're saying
who
shout
are
out to
in their
kids or
fucking
something.
50s and 60s have no idea who the fuck One Direction is.
I know
Not
who
a
one. I have
single
kids. I know
idea.
who One Direction
Not
is.
a single idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so essentially it was the guy. It was a very short video, and he said, "Well, you know, have you ever been really excited about something?" He was like, and you build up such an excitement about you just won the lottery. You're like, holy shit! And he said, you extend it. You figure out where that came from, and you build your throat muscles, you build your vocal cords up so you can extend that out so that it goes from, yeah, to, yeah! And obviously I haven't warmed up today at all, so I'm sure that sounded
don't-
absolutely fucking terrible.
Well, we haven't played with any levels or shit for you.
Yeah, you just fucked the whole sound.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah, well, see,
Fantastic.
Clip the hell out of it. Love it. So what you're saying
I'm
is
really good at that.
you could probably do that. What is that? Aboriginal throat singing that they do?
Absolutely not.
You sure?
It's something that I always thought was interesting, but I'm assuming I would not have anywhere near the level of patience or talent to learn how to do that properly.
Sheldon learned how in The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, there you go. Sheldon's also a fucking genius.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But yeah, so I took it from there, and honestly, people ask me about how do you do that? How do you go from clean singing to heavy screaming and things like that? And I blew my voice out 10 million times. And
Nice.
I use it as it's like weightlifting. You tear, rebuild, tear,
Yeah.
rebuild, tear, rebuild. That's what it is.
No, I hear you.
But it's just about you only want to tear so far. Like if you continue pushing after once it starts hurting, stop. That's probably a metaphor for lots
So it's
of
like
other
controlled
things.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
tearing.
controlled bleeding. Yeah, exactly.
So you're sort of bandless right now, right?
Yep.
So what genre of music are you looking to get back into? Because I imagine it's kind of like motorcycle riding. You don't want to give it up forever.
No, not
So
at all.
what genre of music would you like to get back into?
I mean,
If you started out country and western,
No, Jesus. Started out Jesus.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, I
It
guess
was for
originally
Jesus.
for Jesus,
It's for
and then country
Jesus.
and western, then right into the satanic devil music. What's next?
I mean, I had a lot of fun doing
The satanic
the
music?
satanic metal, and well, I don't think I want to go really too much heavier than that, just because I don't think
Well,
the
what would
style of screams and everything that I do is for that. I like doing the style of music that we did.
Where do you stand on yodeling?
It's not my preferred
So what style? What style are we talking? We talking more like let's see, who's a genre that everybody knows? Like more of a Avenged Sevenfold versus say a Pantera.
Pantera is right in my alley.
I love Pantera.
Pantera, actually, that was a big influence on me
Yeah.
growing up, and I think
Shout out Dimebag Daryl.
shout out Dimebag, shout out Vinnie Paul,
Shout out Phil.
shout out
Phil
Phil.
doesn't get enough fucking.
He
Phil
does
doesn't get
not.
enough fucking
He does
credit.
not.
What is wrong with Phil? Why doesn't he
Actually-
get that recognition? Sucky world, man.
I think a lot of people thought he was a dickhead.
Yeah, well.
I mean, really, I think
He's
that's
kind
what
of
it
a
came
dickhead,
down
but
to.
he's cool. I
He's
like
kind of
him.
a
He's a good guy.
dickhead. He did.
He's
I
fucking
saw him with
badass.
his new band.
I
Phil
met Vinnie
Anselmo
Paul
on
once
the
in Texas.
yeah.
Yeah, at his bar Cowboys.
Nice.
It's an old Kmart. It's super
No
huge.
shit.
Yeah, it's
That's
an old
cool.
Kmart. It's super huge. They have like bull riding. They have like country and western band. Like it's huge. And I met Vinnie Paul, and I shook his hands. Softest hands I've ever felt in my entire life.
Ooh.
I mean, next
Did
to
you
any
ask him
woman
what kind of
ever.
lotion?
Like it was so soft. His hands were so soft.
I would ask him for the brand.
If I was the MC at that place, I'd be like, attention Kmart shoppers. Like,
And that dude was so fucking high when I met him, and he was so drunk. It was
that's fucking awesome.
And now he's dead. So rest in peace. Shout out.
Shout out Vinny and shout out Dimebag.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Dimebag, yeah.
and if a band is looking for a good singer, we've got.
So that's the thing. So,
me up.
so what are
Hit me
you?
up.
So what are you looking for? Like
So-
more of a Pantera type of vibe type band, or are you looking for more of like a Rise Against, or
Oh, don't even get. Oh, I love Rise Against. One of the things that I loved about what we did with Revolution X is I feel we had a very eclectic
oh yeah,
group of different styles, and so that it's kind of hard to pinhole on what kind of group are you looking for, because we had so many different styles that kind of bled into some of the stuff that we did that it's hard to just choose one, really. Like I'm open to so many different types of rock and metal and everything like that. It's you can, as a whole group, whether it's 4 or 5 members or 6 members or even 3, it's you try to make a specific sound, but if one person changes their sound while the other couple remain the same, it can actually completely change the cadence of an entire song. And it can. We noticed that when we got a new drummer, where our old drummer Josh, fantastic drummer, but he was shout out Josh. He was actually like a jazz drummer. He was very pop and groove kind of thing, but it fit with the rest of what we were doing, and we were still able to make rock and metal music. And then we brought in a guy, Scott Wallace, good friend, awesome guy.
Shout out
and
Scott.
shout out Scott. And he came from way heavier metal, deathcore, death metal, things like that. And and so he was a lot more blast beats, a lot heavier, faster style, hit way harder, and
a lot of double bass.
just that, throwing that in on the songs we already had, made us want to it didn't even necessarily change a lot of what we did. It just made us want to go at the songs that were already done harder. It made us want, made me want to add a different level of scream in a certain part, or
Changed your dynamic.
yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
changed a lot of the dynamic of what we were doing. So, I mean, I could go into, a band that does just regular rock and roll music and add my level of whatever I do, and it might not even be me changing the whole sound. I'm not big-headed enough to think that at all, but it could make one of the other guys say, hey, why don't I go a little bit heavier on this part? Why don't, if I just add a little extra fill on the drums, or maybe if I go, change the tone of my guitar a little bit on this specific part of the song, it could completely change the entire cadence of the whole song. And so I'm completely open to anything, because music is all subjective and can change like that.
Well, you were lucky in the respect that your first true band that you're singing with is Revolution X. But what I liked about you guys was that you didn't do cover tunes. Like, all of your music was original music.
Yep.
Which is unique.
Right.
Well, and it's also harder to get gigs because, most bars, because that's how every band starts. You start out in a bar, you know. Most bars, most venues, they want cover music.
Yeah.
Because, if fucking drunk chicks can't dance to fucking girls, then what's the point of
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, that was a thing of discussion for quite a while amongst us about whether or not we should do one. I was on the fence about it for a long time. I thought it would be in our benefit, even if we didn't play them a lot, if we had them, because we got asked many times to do 2-hour sets.
Yeah.
And we didn't have enough material for 2-hour sets. So one of the big, literally that was the only reason I'd ever brought it up was, hey, if we throw in 3 covers, that'll be, I can talk between the songs, and then we can stretch that out to a 2-hour gig, and that opens up venues a lot for us. But Jay convinced me of it that if we have enough confidence in our original music that we do, doesn't matter where we go, people are going to end up liking it enough. And definitely don't want to be cocky about it all, but that definitely seemed like it was. That was the thing that happened, was we would go places people had never heard of us, and as soon as they started listening to music,
So how do you feel about all these major bands, like your Five Finger Death Punch, your OTEP, your every single fucking band that's out nowadays that does cover songs? I can't think of one band that doesn't do a cover song.
Hey man, that's their decision. Their fans, at least a vast majority of it, seem like they're on board with it. Take one for instance, Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah. I their first 2 albums came out, and I absolutely loved them, and I kind of fell off, but I still respect what they do. I still think, as a vocalist, Ivan has a fantastic voice, and I think it's one of those things that even if they hadn't gone and done a bunch of covers, I think they would still receive approximately the same amount of hate. They're
well, I think
they're worldwide known.
Yeah.
So even if only 5% of the people that know them hate them, that's 5% of the entire world. That's a lot of freaking people.
Oh, no doubt. Well, that's just it. It's. Let's be honest. They kind of. I don't want.
It's in the thousands. Yeah.
Tank did the math.
I did. Yeah. Check it out.
But yeah, I remember their first album. I was into it really. Because they were pretty heavy.
Yep.
They almost seemed like a rebirth of like a Pantera type of band. They're heavy as hell. And then they kind of mellowed out on their second one. And you're like, all right, I get it. Now we need to make the money. Record labels are paying attention. We got to get on the radio more. And then it kind of just went completely, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like military mom rock.
They found a niche
like
that
rock.
Worked for them.
They found butt
rock.
Everything but rock.
Yeah. Everything
butt rock.
but rock.
Yeah.
They're the heavier version of Nickelback.
They really are.
I've heard that from a lot of people. And
but fucking let them make their money.
Exactly. They found a niche. That it worked for them.
Yeah.
People gravitated to it. Dude, go for it. You're making music that you love to do, that you stand behind, and people are eating it up. You're now one of the most well-known bands in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
You were playing everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And you think about it though too. After writing that many albums, you probably are trying to figure out, well, what the hell else do I write about now?
Well, I mean, you're
You
trying
know?
to stay original. You know?
You're trying to stay
without
original
trying to
still.
You don't want to be Boston.
So at that
and
point, yeah,
record
okay,
4
you throw in
albums
a
all the
couple
same
covers,
shit.
and I think some of the covers they did were okay. I think their cover of Bad Company, I thought they did a decent version of that. They made it their own.
No, yeah. They,
I think there's some there's some they should have stayed away from,
look.
but that's also just my opinion. I'm one person, so.
Well, comment below if you like the Five Finger Death Punch. If you think they're all right. Question. So, what's it like playing on stage in front of, let's say, thousands of people? Because you played major, venues like
Taste of Madison. Taste of Madison. It is the most utter nerve-wracking thing you will ever do. That particular show was actually like a complete out-of-body experience for me.
Yeah.
It was one of those, every song I'm trying to remember, okay, am I doing this right? Am I giving shout-outs to people in between songs? Am I
That's why we shout out
addressing
everybody.
things? Yep, right.
Yeah.
Am I addressing things? Am I not looking like a damn idiot on stage in front of literally thousands and thousands of people? The big thing is when you do shows like that and Bratfest and things, they're open family events. You're not supposed to swear.
You can't swear when you
You
What the
cannot.
fuck
They have,
is up
they
with
have
that?
signs everywhere. Well, because
I know.
it's all ages. Children are there,
Is it
and
because of
so
liberal? Is it a liberal thing?
no.
Are
It's
you
just
in
it's
full
just
support
it's just
of the Republican Party? Can you say that right now? Will you give Donald J. Trump your full support in 2024?
Oh, God.
Look right there and say, "I support Donald Trump 2024." Go ahead.
Don't do it.
Go ahead.
one of the best things I ever learned is as a musician, don't talk about politics.
That's fair. That's fair. But shout out Donald Trump because
No, what
you know,
it's
you know.
no, the
We
big
get
thing
it. No,
is,
we
is,
get it. We get it. Okay. No.
well, you see how many people on either side
Uh-huh.
over the course of the last however many elections or
Tank's
whatever else
running for president.
have they? I hope
Oh, yeah.
you do.
Tank's
Oh, yeah.
vote.
Absolutely.
Does Tank have
He
your vote?
absolutely has my vote.
You could do worse. Mm-hmm. So
That's his slogan.
That is the whole
that is
slogan.
the slogan.
Tank
Yeah,
for
we got a
president.
poster
You
and
can do
everything.
worse.
man.
Do worse.
You can do worse.
I mean, seriously. Like, come on, man. Fuck, dude. How much is gas?
Phew. I paid $6.10
So what's more
a gallon
exhilarating,
yesterday.
playing in front of fans or riding motorcycles?
If we could figure out how
to do
to
both?
ride motorcycles while playing a show in front of fans, I think that would be.
Like
I think
a
I could
treadmill
die.
type situation?
I think
like
I
a
could.
dyno situation?
Ooh.
You did just do that.
I just did it right there.
There you go.
Right there.
That would be
Just
fantastic.
Change the game.
That would be awesome.
Well, I'm curious because a lot of people that ride motorcycles say, "Oh, it's freeing," and they get to fucking
Mm-hmm.
clear their head, yada yada yada. And I hear a lot of people that play on stage. They say that's when they're like, in the moment, and they feel like their true selves.
Yeah, I think it's to put the two together. I mean, both of them are very exhilarating things. I think there's plus with motorcycles there is that sense of danger, and which adds definitely to the exhilaration.
Well, you
but also the
you
freeing
rode with
moment.
us recently for the first time, I think, in a pack with us.
Yeah, we.
How was
where did we
that?
go? It's well.
Be honest. Go ahead.
No. It's
'Cause we ride like assholes. So
No, and that's shit.
Aggressive.
I ride like an asshole. So there's a big difference between going riding by yourself and then going and riding in a group for sure. No, I love the pack feel of it. I love there's even though you're not able to talk to the guys around you while you're on the bike, there's definitely a great brotherhood feel to it and everything. And
we all get the microphones and the helmets. And
yeah,
go on
you
the same
could you
channel. We
absolutely
that.
could do that.
Then
And,
we'll get a karaoke machine and you can sing to us
that-
over
oh
the
my
headsets
God.
while riding the motorcycle.
This is how we're gonna start doing the shows on motorcycles. That right there.
Now, would you be willing to learn Bon Jovi's "Wanted Dead or Alive"?
That's like an anthem. I mean, that's
I've
like,
been saying that needs to be a heavy metal song for years.
That would be perfect because you are a cowboy and you ride a steel horse.
On a steel horse, indeed. Oh, I absolutely love that song. I do. And if somebody hasn't done it, I don't know. I haven't scoured YouTube.
I haven't. I've never
But
heard of it.
I think that definitely needs to be a heavy metal song. I think it could be done very, very, very well. And it's one
If
that I
they
would
can take
absolutely
Simon and
do.
Garfunkel and make it heavy metal, we can take Bon Jovi and make it heavy
I've
metal.
been wanting to take
What
Frank
Simon and Garfunkel
Sinatra.
do they make heavy metal?
They did, what was that one? The Sound of Silence. And then
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did it. They had a
Bobaflex, yeah.
Boba Flex did it.
yeah.
Disturbed
Disturbed did it.
Disturbed did it, yeah.
I think Boba Flex did it better.
Boba Flex did a fantastic job of that.
Shout
They
out to
did
Boba
it.
Flex.
Shout out to
Boba
what are they
Flex.
called now, though?
The Lonely Ones.
The Lonely Ones, yeah.
By the way, there, Boba Flex. at
Marty.
Rockfest not too long
Shout
ago.
out to Marty.
Shout out to Marty.
Good friend of mine.
Good
Awesome.
friend of
He's a
mine.
good
Awesome
dude.
guy.
Marty.
Fantastic
Marty?
artist. He's the short singer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marty.
Shout
I
out
don't-
Marty.
no
I actually
disrespect,
met those
brother.
guys. Dude, back in the day, 2012, I met those guys at fucking Bobbleheads, local bar, owned by the same guy that owns.
He
Back
owes us.
bar.
We've mentioned it 3 times. Bob, you owe us money.
Yeah.
But also, fuck you too, Bob.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Woof.
but it's okay.
He's
You
not
know,
going to watch
He's
this.
not our
he's not gonna-
landlord
He
anymore.
knows we watch this shit.
You know?
He doesn't watch this shit. But we know you're listening. Anyways, my point is this. I met Boba Flex. And they were at the bar. And I didn't know who the fuck they were at first.
Oh.
Right? Like, I didn't know. He was like, oh, we're in a band. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, great, good for you. And I started playing music. And I was playing all this different types of shit. And they were like, hey, do you like Boba Flex? And the only song they had out at the time was the Bury Me With My
Bury Me
Guns
With
on
My
song,
Guns, yep.
right? Yeah, and I'm like, dude, that thing's so played out, man. Fuck that band. And he's like, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, man. It's bullshit. And then I put 2 and 2 together, like, oh shit, I'm just talking shit to the fucking lead
To the
singer
guy.
of the guy. He took it like a champ.
That's
Perfect.
that's fun because I used to do that about Revolution X all the time.
Yeah.
And so, people would come up and be like, hey, man, did you hear the first band? I was like, yeah, they fucking suck. Like, while I'm still wearing my get-up
Right.
and everything, walking
Which
around.
is an orange bow tie. Where'd the bow tie come from?
That came randomly from a Halloween costume. I forgot my original Halloween costume at home. And I was up north at my grandpa's bar, and I stopped at a Goodwill. It was right after prom season or something, or whatever the hell, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's where you
Found
get
an orange
bow
bow
ties
tie,
from.
found orange suspenders.
Orange tuxedos.
And a white tuxedo shirt. And that ended up being part of my thing. And once I joined RevX, it was, do you wear a getup? Do you just wear normal clothes? Do you whatever? Which I feel there's too many bands that just wear normal black clothes, which is fine.
Well,
that
yeah.
works.
Yeah.
But stand out.
Skinny jeans and black t-shirts.
Stand out a little bit. And, that was one of the things I wanted, and it worked. It just, I don't know how, I don't know why, but...
All these tattoos are because my parents don't know why I wear skinny jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
That'll do it.
rebelling
There you
against
go.
society.
Still.
Skinny jeans and just
Well,
man-liner.
my rebellion was an orange bow
An
tie
orange
and
bow tie.
suspenders.
Well, everybody's got their thing. So we're going to close this out.
That means another 10 or 15 minutes of dribble. 'cause-
No, it's not dribble. It's not dribble. It's not dribble. This is fucking entertainment.
Yeah.
It's free entertainment.
Yeah.
It is free.
Well, yeah.
You get what you pay for.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing in your life. But,
You suck.
well, yeah, wow, I wouldn't go that far to say you suck. I'm just saying maybe you need to reevaluate.
Shout
certain
out to sucking,
situations.
by the way.
Shout out to sucking.
Yo, shout out to learning a new skill.
even
I
is
mean, you
that
could be
anymore?
learning Spanish
Ooh,
right now.
Good. Babbel.com.
Babbel.com. Shout out Babbel.com.
I hear
Promo code
those
Biker Lifestyle
advertisements
Podcast.
50,000 times a day on
Yeah.
Spotify.
Shout out Magic Spoon.
Ooh,
Shout out Magic Spoon,
Shout
right?
out Magic
yeah,
Spoon.
shout out Magic Spoon.
sure. Honestly,
help?
to answer the question, though, that was...
Oh, there was a question?
like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
What was the question? Way to bring us back on track, Dan.
Way to
right?
bring us back on track.
Motorcycles. Anyway,
that's never been a thing of mine, but...
Or
no,
us on this show, for that matter.
I think on levels between singing in a band, being on stage in front of thousands of people, and doing motorcycles, there's definitely a level of danger on the motorcycle, but there's this level of
Anxiety?
anxiety of failure. Am I going to remember the words that I wrote? Am I going to fall off stage? Am I going to throw my wireless microphone across the room? And I say that because I've done that several times. You get in the moment, you start
you
rocking
guys have
out,
any
your hands are
groupies?
sweating. Ron Staff,
Ron
actually.
Staff. Shout out Ron Staff for being a groupie.
That's
Love
your
you, buddy.
roadie, too, isn't it?
He was a roadie, and yeah, so He was
Ron's a
fantastic.
good guy.
Ron's a fantastic guy. Helped us
Fantastic
out
guy.
at tons of shows. Used to come to all the
So
shows.
get like a champ.
Fantastic dude. Love you, buddy.
Fantastic dude.
But yeah, so there's
There's gloss over the thing if you had rupees. Nah, that's cool.
you know,
That's cool.
I don't remember. So I mean, I obviously
Maybe.
blacked out.
We don't
probably.
know. If you've been a groupie for fucking Rev-X, go ahead and comment below.
There's gonna be no comments.
Well, they're watching. Oh, they're watching. Oh no, they're watching.
Oh, they're
Right.
out there.
Right. But yeah, no, there's definitely a level of exhilaration in both of those activities. I think when it comes to just being of a free spirited and freeing your mind and everything, I think the motorcycle absolutely tops it. I think there's a level of, especially being in a metal band and being the vocalist of a metal band, being able to get your aggression out. I can literally go to a stage with 10 people or 100 people or 1,000 people and tell them "fuck you,"
Yeah.
right to and
they'll
then they're
go
like,
wild.
and they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Sweet, this
He
is
told
this
me
is
I eat
awesome."
shit.
Yeah, he told me to eat shit. I was like, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, cool."
He spit on me. I'm never washing my face again.
Hey, one of my proudest moments was getting Ted Nugent to give me the finger when I was front row. All right,
There you
I
go.
thought that was
there
awesome.
You go. It's interesting
The
though.
Nuge
Yeah, the people
flipped
that
me
like
off.
you, like it's
I
you
got
know,
Monkey
there's
from Corn to flip me off.
there you go.
I know, right?
Oh man,
I know.
I love
highlight of
Corn.
my life.
I got George
love
Brett
Corn,
to,
too.
to
Corn
flip
was
me
one of the
off at a
first-
Red Sox game.
metal bands I started getting into. I bought every single one of their records
So did
right
I.
after I started listening to them.
I
and
saw
it
them
was-
back in the day when they were Corn. Like
They were Corn.
for the debut album.
like with a C.
at the rave.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Like their first album. It was fucking yeah. I don't remember much of it, but I heard I had a good time.
Yeah, I don't remember much of the first time I saw them at Alpine Valley. I think in 2000.
All right, so I want to back this up. Just
Yeah.
one of your fears you said was on stage was like doing something stupid.
Oh man, I did something stupid every show.
That was what I was going to ask.
Alright,
So,
yep.
like, what's the stupidest thing you did on stage
Oh god.
that you'd like to talk about?
Oh holy shit! If you want to go like
Even if you don't want to talk.
If you want to go
about it.
full
We'll get
on
it out of here anyway.
embarrassing,
Nobody watches
one of my favorites, which again, a lot of the stuff that was embarrassing was only stuff I knew about. Like nobody else knew, but I was that idiot that I would call out my own embarrassing things because if you can't laugh it off, if you can't, you're up there in view of everybody else. Like if you can't call it out, like what's the point?
You have to practice self-deprecation.
Right.
It's
Exactly. And
important.
that was a big thing. One of the worst, multiple times just forgetting my words of songs that I wrote. One of the worst was we played the Crystal Grand in Wisconsin Dells. There's video footage all
Shout
over
out
of it.
Wisconsin Dells.
Shout
out Crystal Grand.
out Crystal Grand.
Grand.
Yes.
Grand.
Yes.
Not Graham.
No, not Grandma.
You want to talk about Crystal Grams?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Okay.
No, fantastic venue. Been there multiple times. Amazing people. Always have a blast playing there. And we played multiple times with Bobaflex actually there.
Nice.
And there is, I'm trying to remember what song it was. It was, we had just written it. They were pushing it and pushing for us to play it live. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready, guys. I don't know if I'm ready. And sure as shit, I forgot the entire second verse.
wow.
On stage, live, videos of it all over. One of the top most embarrassing things for
You
me.
just make the
Did you just,
lyrics
like,
up. Like,
did
what
you
did you?
just freestyle
Oh no,
it?
no! I was like started walking. I'm like in my head, cogs are going, things are clicking,
You just
whatever.
do the Rob Zombie. Yeah.
and it just
yeah,
didn't happen.
What? Yeah.
So I just strutted across the stage like there wasn't supposed to be any words there, and I came in on the next one.
Was it a mixed strut?
What's
Mick
that?
Jagger strut? You know?
Oh yeah,
Tina
oh yeah.
Turner type,
Yep.
you
Just
know?
kept. I
Right
was
on.
like, oh yeah, I know what the hell I'm doing while I'm like racking my brain trying to remember the words that I'm supposed to say. So that was probably one of the top embarrassing things for me. Let's see. What else did I do? So, like I said, like when you're up there, you know, your anxiety's going and everything. You're trying to remember. Hey, I got to shout out the other bands. You know, is it somebody's birthday in the crowd? Am I going to remember my own words?
Where's the couple having the anniversary?
Yeah, right. So one of the other big ones, which holy shit, I want to shoot myself in the face for this, was right after Chester Bennington died. From Lincoln Park.
Yep.
And so I think we played a show. It was at Backbar. We played a show like a day or two after. And so I went and I was going to say something, you know, along the lines of, tell talk to your friends, make sure people that are depressed or this or that, are doing okay. Check up on your friends, things like that. And I went to go shout out that, we just lost Chad Bennington.
Oh,
and I
not
literally,
Chester,
fell to my knees and just put my head in my hands.
And somewhere there was a guy named Chad Bennington. It's like, dude,
Chad
I'm still
Bennington's
alive.
like, I'm still here, bro.
Bro, I haven't gone anywhere, bro.
Just
'Cause his
because
name
it's
is
like
Chad, that's how he
your
talks.
brain just doesn't,
Yeah.
the things aren't all firing
Sometimes,
all right.
sometimes you say fucking stupid. Dude, we say stupid shit all the fucking time.
As a rule.
Well,
So those are honestly probably two of the biggest ones for me. Other than the multiple times of me, that's no bullshit, throwing my microphone across the room.
what brought that on?
So you're
Just
up
got
there.
into the moment?
Yeah, get in the moment. I'm like rocking out, doing this, throwing the hands around, whatever, like just rocking out. Hands get sweaty. And I had painted my microphone orange because fucking duh.
Orange bow tie, orange motorcycles, duh. Yeah.
And so the clear coat that was on it got nice and slick, and it zoomed across the room and smacked the wall. So that was pretty good. I had to get a new little mouthpiece for it because I dented the shit out of it. But yeah, that was probably number 3 right there.
Clockwork
Orange.
movie. Yeah, fuck you, man. Fucking burping as I'm saying it.
Brad Bennington.
Brad Bennington.
Now, have you ever actually like fallen, like bit it, like meant to do something on stage and then fall on your ass?
I have.
Has your dick ever
not-
came out like
not-
Lenny Kravitz?
Right. Not horribly. I've had a couple moments where, oh Jesus, I've smacked a microphone into my mouth.
Nice.
You get, you're headbanging, you're whatever, you get dizzy, and then you can't see when you open your eyes. So then I go to grab the microphone on the mic stand, and it smacks you directly into the mouth. So that's usually pretty fun. I have, oh God, I almost tripped over the drum set a couple times. But no, like a couple little things where you kind of just get off balance, but I'm sure they just look kind of goofy, but nothing that was horrible. I think I really lucked out on a lot of it.
So you were
like
just
you're-
like awesome at it then.
I
Just
would
a good
never, ever in
professional.
my life say that.
Professional lead singer. Well, you got any final thoughts?
I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah, no, this
I
is
mean,
cool.
this shit doesn't happen without people like you.
No, definitely not.
Moment.
And I want a final shout out to our in-studio audience.
Hey.
How about the in-studio? Can we hear from you guys over there?
Hey.
Didn't pick up.
I don't know if that picked up at all.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. So go ahead. Normally we do the whole thing where Tank says, the most dangerous.
That's getting old, man.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
So we need you to do your best rocker guy voice and tell everybody to listen to 94.1 JJO.
Ooh. Biker Style Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dan Orange Crush Swanson signing off. Make sure you tune in to 94.1 WJJO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Word.
To your mother.
Slide it in.
For Satan!
Yeah.